St. John of the Cross, one of the great spiritual writers from our Catholic tradition, observed that in the Old Testament, so often the people were looking for signs to remind them of God's covenant, to remind them that God hadn't abandoned them. And the saint goes on to say that in the New Testament, it's not about signs. In the New Covenant, I should say, it's not about signs, but about a relationship with Jesus Christ, and about taking time to grow more and more in love with Christ. Then our role as Christian disciples, in addition to nurturing this relationship, is to introduce others to Christ, not merely point out, look, here's a sign that he's present, but to introduce them into a real encounter with Jesus Christ. This Christian discipleship sometimes requires creativity. The friends of the paralytic in today's gospel are seeking to do what Christians do, bring someone to Jesus Christ. And their motivation is love, both for their paralyzed friend and for God, whom they know desires a relationship of us all. The creativity factors in that they seemingly come to an obstacle. They can't get their friend close to Jesus, so they find another way. The friends in the gospel today are models for us in living the Christian life. We too are called to be motivated by love of God and love of our brothers and sisters. And we ought to seek opportunities to bring others to Christ. The obstacles that we encounter shouldn't stop us. We too at times need to be creative, to find other routes to lead them to Christ. This cannot be a task that we seek to complete on our own, and we certainly need help in recognizing those opportunities and help in preventing those obstacles for stopping us. The Lord has given us the resources we need to nurture our loving relationship with Him, as well as to strengthen the gift of faith within us, so that we may persevere in faith and hope and love as we seek to live out the mission of Christian discipleship entrusted to us.